Hi, this is Alice Bowl at Creativation 2018, and I'm here with Paul Antonio at the Spellbinders booth. Hello, Paul. Nice to meet you.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great, and I see that you have quite the unusual talent.
So a few little gifts, thank you.
So, can you show us or tell us about what you're going to do, and then maybe show us?
Okay, so I've just started working on this large wall because I just started working with Spellbinders, and I've just done some designs for their Glimmer Plates, which is this brand new system, which is so wonderful.
I had just a little peek, and I'm really excited.
Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I've just started working, so I'm just going to drop a few more letters on.
Awesome.
And then we can move to the smaller table so you can see some other types of lettering.
Cool.
Because I think it's great that people get a sense of the fact that there is more lettering than they're accustomed to. And then I can show you the Glimmer Plates and how I use them.
Okay.
All right, so if you give me a second and I'll just slap some letters on here.
Okay. He's making it look so easy.
Would you like to try?
Yes, I would love to.
All right. So essentially, this script is called Textualis Quadrata, and it's the basis of the scripts in the Gothic period. So most people just refer to it as Gothic, but in the Gothic period there are 6 major scripts.
Okay.
Now, the way in which it works, it's based on a series of quadrants, DE, and so we have a downstroke, we have a lozenge, we have a lozenge, we have a line, and I'm going to drop an I in, and we have a quadrant and a downstroke and a quadrant. So it's fairly straightforward.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm going to dot a little line in for you. So there's a little line. That's the extent of the quadrant, and that's where the other quadrant is. So what I want you to do is I want you to do 1, and then go back into the middle, and go all the way down, and then go back into the middle, and go all the way down again. Okay?
Okay.
Ready? Do you want me to hold that for you?
Sure, that'd be great. So I'm starting up into this quadrant right here.
Yep.
Okay.
So take your time, right? And then go back into the middle,
And straight down.
and straight down, and a little bit more there, and back into the middle. So
To here?
Just here.
Okay.
And then again. Very good.
Yay!
Don't forget to dot the I.
Oh, yes. And just like this?
So what we do is so there are different ways to do it. You can either do this. So historically they did this, or you can do that.
Ah, it looks like a little candle.
There you go. So this is Frakturschrift, which is a German Gothic script, and you can see the similarities between the scripts.
Yeah.
And then this is one of a script that I invented, which is it's quite a different script. So it's based
It
on...
has some of the elements, but it's very scrolly and
Yeah.
beautiful. It takes some of the harsh lines out.
So it's based on using thin lines and thick lines against each other so that they really contrast. And the reason why I love how thick and thin lines work is because a lot of the work that I do is based on a script called Copperplate Script. So I've just written a book on this script. And it's a really subtle, beautiful, elegant, delicate script. And it's this script that I used for most of the lettering. What would you like me to write?
Can you write ScrapHappy?
Sure. Okay, so it's really it's sort of very delicate. Just need to create. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little bit of couching to give the paper a little bit of lift.
Okay.
So I'm using a Hunt 22B nib and some Dr. P.H. Martin's bleed proof wax. So we want scrap. A little heart feather.
Ah, lovely.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, that looks beautiful. That's beautiful.
And it's from this real sort of contrast between the thick and the thin that I started to develop the ideas for the plate. So one of the plates that we had was a happy birthday plate. And so what I've done here is used the embossing, the foiling die to put my design down. And then I embellished with some additional flourishing. Of course, one of the reasons that I wanted to do this is so that you can do this. You can apply the foil onto the top of a card, and then underneath you could write the name of the recipient. So I wanted to do something that people could use in tandem with their own writing. You know, it doesn't matter if you don't write beautiful. Most people say, oh, my handwriting's terrible. And all you need to do is slow down. And once you slow down, you can form the letters better and more accurately. And it's to help people to want to write again. Rather than saying, oh, I'm great, it's great that he's done this, so I don't have to write.
It's almost like a lost art now with kids and tablets and computers.
But you know, on a lot of the tablets, you have some great software. You know, you have super software that you can work with. Like Procreate is a great app that you can help to do some lettering on. And it's just trying to find ways to help people write with the technology that they're accustomed to. So what we do is we have the plate. We take the plate, we put it on here, and then do you want to see the whole process?
Oh, I'd love to.
we gotta do one of his dies or plates.
Yeah.
Do you want happy birthday or what do you want?
Let's get
You are amazing.
let's get a love.
So do we get everything for 100?
So we put this on here,
And is this retail
and then we
or-
take a
Retail.
piece of.
So if I'm a
Let's take something really sparkly.
Oh, that's very sparkly. I like it.
Let's see how wide that is.
Yeah.
And then I've not actually done this myself, so they're going to talk me
You want
through
me to-
this.
Okay.
you want me to-
No. It's okay. Well, actually, maybe I'll give it
See,
to Tanner.
this way we all learn.
I've been so busy writing names for everybody, and I kept saying, I want to do it.
Alright, so I'm just gonna cut this. Should we do, you want to do the sparkly or the red?
Let's do the sparkly, and then I can do some embellishing on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to cut it to form here? Maybe that's a little too much.
Oh no, just cut it straight, and then we can just.
Okay.
Otherwise, it'll take too long.
Okay. And did I make it long enough? Yep. There you go.
Okay, so the foil went on there.
So what I'm trying to figure out where I want it to fit. So I would prefer to do it at the top. Right? And then you press the timer. And so it flashes.
So it waits about 30 seconds. Let's the plate heat up to its max potential or max temperature. And then once that timer button turns a solid green, then we can, run it through the machine. And this is just like a die cutting machine. You just run it through and voila. Okay. So yeah, turn. And usually, actually, a little shim there, and then that. Then it just slides right off. Bring it over here.
Show it to the camera.
Oh yeah.
Show it to the camera. Oh.
Ooh, it's so pretty.
Foil.
I
And then
love it.
so what we've done is we've taken this, and then I go back over here. So, and then once that's done, I can come back and do some. There we go.
Oh yay, that looks beautiful.
And there are other ways that you can work with this. You can, for instance, fill an outline and hatch that outline in. If you wanted to create more of a three-dimensional feel to the lettering. And already that's changed the depth.
The look of it.
Even though you have this beautiful iridescent reflection, you still have a little bit more hand rendering that you can apply to it. The book that I've written is on this script, which is Copperplate Script. It's published by Speedball, and I think I have a draft copy of it here.
Okay.
And so this is the draft.
Copperplate Script by Paul Antonio.
So yeah, we're just sort of finalizing the copy, and it's a really, really complex system, and it's a new method that I've come up with for teaching this very, very difficult script. And I've tested it in, Tokyo, Hong Kong, Singapore, Manila, San Francisco. I've tested it in lots of places, and I've seen students just
Pick it up.
look at it and go, oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was actually that simple.
I didn't think I could actually do it.
But you did really well, and it's just a matter of taking your time. As soon as you slow down and you allow yourself to breathe, not holding your breath.
Did I do that? Maybe.
So lots of people, when they write, they hold their breath because they're sort of so tense. And writing is really best done when you're relaxed and you're calm and you're at peace, and you can use it as a meditation.
And that's a very popular thing to do. Find that place where you can slow down and just relax.
But also, even with your crafts, we were talking about this earlier on today.
Yeah.
And one of the things about crafting is most people come to crafting because they have found that it helps them to relax. It gives them a little peace, a little place of quiet. But they're crafting and they're so on it, and they have to get this done and make sure you cut it like this, and they walk away and they're so tense, when really you should be enjoying this.
That's so not how I scrap. It's like, wow, I think this is going to go on here and that's going to go on there. That looks good.
And I think, using the crafting as a meditation, as something that helps you to really slow down and really appreciate the process, I think that would make a much bigger difference in people's lives rather than panicking.
That's good. So when can people find your products here? Can you give us a little peek at this part? So show us what you've got.
So these are some. Let me grab one of the dies.
Okay.
So we'll grab this one. So this is a mock-up that Spellbinders have done with to show it in a card setting.
Right.
Just leave this here. And then these are some of the other dies that I've done. So we've done some congratulations, some thank yous. We've done one with a cartouche. And yesterday I wrote somebody's initials inside there. So again, still trying to show people that even though you have the lettering, don't just stop at the lettering. Allow it to embellish itself. And of course, we have the Spellbinders dies, and we also have Becca's dies, which are beautiful. And it's a great it's a great set. And of course, you have different kinds of foils, and you have that beautiful sparkly foil that you love so much.
Yes.
And it's a very, very easy system to use. You just take your time with it and have fun.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Paul.
You're more than welcome.
This is Alice Bull at Creativation 2018 at the Spellbinders booth. Thank you.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Would you like me to write your name for you?
Yes.
So you can have these. If you want to get this, it's best to get it from this angle.
Sure. Yeah, thank you.
ALICE.
Yes.
Do you want just your first name or do you want your full name?
I think Alice is good.
There you go, Alice.
Thank you so much. That looks beautiful. I'm scared I'm gonna like mess it up now.
Oh, if you hold it flat, it will be dry in about 5 minutes.
Excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do it on black.